What's up, y'all? I just smashed through that logo to bring you the comedy stylings of Rutt, because that's the kind of chaos you can expect from his comedy. He's here to make you laugh, question your life choices, and he will probably make some questionable ones himself.
I felt a poke.
If you're ready for some seriously unserious content, smash that like button, share this with someone who needs more laughter in their life, and hit subscribe with the bell to stay on top of new content. Because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.
Hey, how y'all doing? Come on, make some noise for the Hula Bar. Come on now. All right, now. All right. Hey, I know it's been cold, you know, and I know it's really cold. It's my song. Oh my God. Thank you, John. Usually when I tell John, turn your music off, he usually talks when I talk like this. I go, John, turn the music off. And then he thinks he's at home with all his kids. But you know what? Today, I'm gonna change gears on y'all. Today I'm gonna talk about stupid shit. Right? Stupid shit. Stupid shit started when I was a kid. When we used to play Army Man. You can't say I used to play with Army Man because if you're not gay, that's a little crazy. So we say you used to play Army Man. The stupid shit came because, you know, everyone has a big secret weapon. Now, my secret weapon was, I found out what tampons was. Now, if you're from my era, the Russians used to fire those Scud missiles, and you just give a fuck where they hit. So I'm pooping them suckers out. Boop, boop. My buddy, he don't know what they are. He says, man, where can I get some of them? I said, under my sink. My mom got a lot of them. My sister got a lot of them. They must be some kind of cotton candy or some shit. You know? So I'm pooping them out there while I'm killing you too. Mom said, what are you doing? I said, I'm fucking winning, Mom, for once. I'm fucking winning. She said, son, I don't know how to tell you this, but Mama uses her on her lower extremities. And I'm looking like, because I'm 7. I've seen the magazines, but I never thought about my mother having one. So I'm like, ooh. And swinging across anyway by the screen. Hey, look at that. And my buddy, he's like, man, that's not fair. You got help. I'm like, shit, stupid shit. Then as I got older, I figured this. I'm 17, tired of my father's shit. I'm tired of taking rules, so my genius ass goes into the service. Oh yeah, fucking genius. I'm in the service, man, and I all of a sudden become Mr. Macho. They're coming in and they're trying to run us off the fucking bus. All the guys are getting up and they're running off the fucking bus. I'm sitting there with Joy, who used to be the tough guy in the school. All of a sudden, he just went straight pussy mode. I said, don't you get up, man. We're gonna sit here. Little buck private, he's standing there. And he's standing right close to me and he's screaming. So I just look at him and says, look, man, I come here to get away from my wife, not to meet a new one. So he's like, okay, you guys stay there. Well, it must have been, these two MPs that got on must have been named Buck and Leroy. Because they was two of the biggest son bitches I ever seen. A brother and a white guy. And he comes and says, did you hear this private till you get up? And the teenager in me, see, I heard him. He said, why didn't you get up? I said, well, because I didn't see you, you know? And they're standing over me, where you gonna get off the bus? So I look at Joy, he looks at me. I look back at the cop, we're getting our shit right now, so we're gonna get the hell up out of here. So as that went on, and you know, we do get older. You know, I don't know about you guys, I have a birthday every year. Especially you guys, if it's a leap year, you lucky fuckers. But so as I get older, about in my 20s, I'm partying like a mug. I'm at the University of Utah. You can't tell me nothing. I'm in the service. I got free. I had a sign that said "Have Dick Will Travel." I was 17. I didn't give a damn. You know, if you wanted it, I was there. Didn't care a fuck if you was fat, green, or ugly. Because if I didn't, my dad said, if you don't look above the lips, you never find an ugly woman. And I didn't find none, boy. I should have, because I got married twice. If you don't believe me, I got the paperwork to prove it. All right. She gave me my goddamn severance pay, my walking pay. You know, go on get it. And if you didn't believe her, when you get there, there's this new guy there. They both were smiling, watching the same TV show that I used to watch called I Don't Give a Shit. No, so it's like, and then I went from, now I'm gonna talk about just straight stupid shit. I had a buddy, Jerry. He insisted on the cop giving him the breathalyzer, knowing he's 3 sheets to the wind, 30 cents to the quarter, still in the goddamn outfield and said it's raining out. He snatches his shit off the cop. I can make it work. And blows it after the cop told him it'll be to your best interest not to. So this dumb son of a bitch, he blows into it. Then he gets happy. He says, hey, look. And he's jumping around. I made it work. And the cop, he takes it, looks at it, and said, yep, you sure did. I said, Jerry, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you can and you will say and can and will be used against you. Because you're drunk as shit. Now I gotta go home and explain to your wife that you just had to pass the drug test. And you did. That's the only thing he ever passed in his whole fucking life. Boy spent 5 years in 2nd grade until they felt bad and moved his ass up to 3rd. He was that goddamn dumb. You know? This dude was so dumb, man. Come give it back. How dumb was he?
How dumb was he?
All right, let's do it again. I'll keep going over until we get it right. Oh, I just talked to my little girl, but this dude was so dumb.
How dumb was he?
Damn, you guys are getting on it now, boys. Some of you finished high school. He seen a wet floor sign and decided to take a piss. So he pulled down his pants right there. Cop walked over and says, what you doing? He said, well, it said wet floor. So I figured it's free to the public. So the cop looks at him and he's standing there in all his glory. And the cop says, you know what? I would arrest you, but the way it looks like I'm going to have to let you go for lack of evidence anyway. You know, think about that one. So he comes, right after here's it. Now, women, and I told this before, women, if I'm filling out a paperwork, okay, and it says, and I had an ex-girlfriend that did this to me. I pissed off 5 pounds and all this was wet. I said, back there, I said, babe, how would you like to enroll in auto pay? Her answer, adamantly, mad. Fuck no, I don't want no auto pay. I don't even drive. So I'm looking at her. And I told her, I said, you're the one that take the M&Ms back to the store saying they sold you a bunch of W's and shit. But she said that, she was adamant, and then a minute later she goes, oh, blonde moment. Italian, blonde moment. She don't know anything. I know more Italian than she does. You know? And I'm like, so Carol, are you Italian? No, I'm just a human being. Mm-hmm. I'm fucked up in the head. I take pills. Uncle Sam gives me money. I actually went to go see this one psych. She was a woman named Maher. And I was telling her all my glory story. Yeah, M-A, look, Maher. That's how she pronounced it. M-A-H-R. You know? Maher. You know, she almost, and the breast smelled like sulfur sometimes. So you had to kind of turn away. So, holy shit, I'd be like, and I used to ask her, did you just eat camel ass? What the hell is that? You know? And I'm like, okay. I used to tell her my stories, you know, and I used to, believe it or not, I used to be a drug and alcohol counselor. I stepped down because I like to smoke weed, and do stupid shit all day long, all right? And procrastinate all day long. But this particular one tore me up, man. I was like, holy shit. You know, I'm telling everybody, I'm slow. I'm slow because it takes me 2 days to watch 48 hours. All right? I'm slow. I take my time. I like to read the credits. I don't want to hear shit. All right? Some of you guys have done that. If you're high, you do a lot of stupid shit. Ken, what are you doing? I don't know. Why are you staring at the TV? That's a TV. how long it's been there. And so it's crazy. My life has been crazy. I've met some really stupid people. Now, if the door on the left says, do not enter, okay, why would you think you have to walk around to the other side to find the door that's open? And when you get there, it says, please go to the front side, these doors are locked. I'm like, you 2-watt fucking bulb, you know, and it's like, I went to a Grateful Dead concert. That's right, believe it. Black people do go. Black people do go. I like the 7-day get your whatever the fuck you can get in California, you know? It's getting, shit. I don't think I missed a drug. Shit, I don't do needles. But goddamn, I used to do paper acid. I used to do paper acid so I could see shit on stage that wasn't really there. I said, did you see him run across stage? He was still standing the fuck there. Now I'm high on weed, I'm fucked up on Quaaludes, and everything's hallucination and paranoia. You know? And so I had a couple of jokes I was gonna say, but these ain't really jokes. These are my life. I stepped into a gay bar. I did. I used to bounce for a lesbian. And I step in there, and I'm looking around, and then I see somebody I know. Somebody used to claim he was a ladies' man. Depends on how he was saying it. Nowadays, you can have a ding-ding and be a lady. Shoot, I wish your ass would go in there with my daughter. I have a case of fuck you up. That's all I do. But anyway, so I'm talking to him. I said, man, what are you doing in here? And he's looking back at me like he's got something on me. Well, what are you doing in here? I'm bouncing for the dyke over here. What are you doing in here? Okay. You sit there, and to me, a man that allowed his penis will lie to you in your face. Any man that said, I got a 12-inch cock, only got a 4-inch cock that he's going to give you 3 times. That's it. Don't let him a man that'll brag on his stuff, he ain't really got it. He ain't got it. Most men say, I got 10 inches. Of what? Imagination. You can't take that away from me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't brag. I'll just hit it. I'm like this. I'll hit it and I'll hit it and I'll hit it. And you either come when I come or you come when I come back. Either way, I got mine. I don't give a damn. I'm happy, you know? Yeah. Because I'm tired of hearing men say, oh, man, hey, bro, did you went over her house yesterday? Yeah, I went over her house yesterday. So did I do the thing? He says, yeah, man, but it wasn't all that good. Stop lying. Right there, stupid shit. Bro, my next question, did you know? Yeah, man. And that was good stuff, bro. Because it was hers. Even if you pull out half the jacket, it's still hers that got you there. Quit lying. Stupid shit. You know? And so I'll walk around the town and just look for shit. So I'm walking, and some lady walks up to me. She says, and this is in Arizona. I don't know shit about Arizona. She says, hey, do you know where such and such a place is? I go, no, I don't know where that is. And she says, well, do you know where this place is? I go, not really, I'm kind of new to town. She said, well, look at you, stupid motherfucker, how about this place? Now she called me stupid motherfucker. That's cool. I can take that. So in all my genius, I just looked at her. I said, you know, I know one thing. What? I ain't fucking lost, you stupid bitch. You know? And it's like, my life has been like crazy. And I used to go around and I talk to everybody like this. I said, sir, can you help me? And they go, what do you need? I need a hug. He said, what kind of hugs? I go, this kind of hug. He goes, where did that voice come from? And you know, and it's like, I'm 63 now. I have kids. Well, I told him I divorced his mother to get back at him. But I have kids, and I got what? 5 kids from 4 different women.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, shit, I was liking to put it down, but believe it or not, all my kids was contraceptive babies. If she said she was on the pill, I took a chance. She said she was on IUD, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I had to take a chance. It was like a fucking target for me. I bet I could shoot through that. And all my kids, they're contraceptive weed babies. My son said he still got enough in his system, so he don't need to smoke. Okay, more for me. Shit, but now look, shit he does sober, I do high, so why should I quit? I just see him do all kind of crazy shit. Holler at the lady. I got banned by old lady going to Monroeville. You know, it was traffic. I'm high, so I'm thinking I'm really flying anyway, probably doing about 45. Okay, fine. So she pulls up beside me. Hey, bam! Park in a driver, you son of a bitch. And I'm high, so all I can do is laugh. And you can't really chase your grandma. And she was going about 75. She had the scarf, the glasses, and that little fucked up hat for a pilot. I'm like, God damn, I can't do shit with her. I mean, I was high, and she came out of the blue. Fuck you, Granny. That's how you know when you win a conversation, when everybody shuts up because someone goes, okay, you're killing it with me. Fuck you. But that'll get a response and just like saying, you know what, you suck. It just runs through you. You fucking suck. You know, it just runs through you. And then so I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna tell you about, I'm like him, at 63, I still date. So you wake up in the morning at 63 years old, and you got that chubby, as they say, that woody, that hard on, that things that make the day go, whoo. Only thing about that, when you're 63, you don't have nobody to wake up to. So you got a substitute. And you look at the shoulder and say, look at the way that fucker's smiling at me. How you doing? And the stuffed animal got up and walked away. It was one of those little dogs and shit. And all I did was say, how you doing? Your little bastard start moving. Well, fuck you and your mom too. That's why she's a robot. But I did try Tinder. You know, I tried Tinder, you know, because, hey, I know, all you ladies see all this sexiness in one area, you know, it's all good, you know. They came with me the day talking about, you look like you lost some weight. I said, look like I found it. So anyway, I went on this date. We went on this Sunday. And it was a blind date. They set you up with restaurants and anything else you need. Well, not to be racist, but for a black man, that's free shit. I'm going to go even if she don't show up. So, hell yeah, free shit and shit. If I'd have called somebody, I had a whole family would look, hey, where's all that free shit y'all gave me? But, so anyway, we get in the restaurant. I'm in the restaurant first, you know, I'm the gentleman. I'm trying to be in there first. And I'm looking only as I can look. I'm looking so fly, I want to kiss myself. But I can't because I got these fat arms, these wrapped over them. So, you know, unless there's meat in the beer, that's all these good for. These man titties are just good for holding shit, you know. But we get to the date. She comes around the corner. Fellas, damn. One of the women, you can say, damn, but you don't want her to hear it. You go, and you change your face up real quick before she gets there. And she sits down. I'm thinking I'm a lucky fat man, boy, because I just got a built bitch coming over here to me, and she looks elegant. And I'm like, damn. And she sits down, I do the man thing, and I pull the shirt out and I slide it in. I'm telling you, ladies, we do that because it's all about getting some coochie either that night or down the road. We'll just give up a man code. Anyway. So we get to talking, and she likes sorry, bro. So we get there, right, and we get to talking. You know, nice conversation. You know, and it starts to get a little bit intimate. So, fellas, they're pulling out the chair, sliding it back, and starting to work, right? So, I asked her what she liked, because some girls don't like big guys. And I said, well, I'm a big, fat, sexy guy who's happy with his fatuation, She says, I like them big. Goddamn, yes. And I got a foot in the door. Right? So finally we talked some more. She says, well, why don't you walk me home? I only live 2 blocks. Okay. Now, fellas, don't get anxious. But sometimes when you walk them home, she sees you're too tired to walk them. Come on in. But don't get too anxious. So you're walking home, you're having a nice conversation under the moonlit night. You hear me? Yeah, it's nice. And you're having a good conversation. I told everybody, finally we get to her place. Let her open the door, you anxious bastard. Let her go 90 and invite you in, then you go to 10. So, anxious bastard. You know when you're about to get laid. So just be easy. Guys always want to rush shit. If we had our way, goddamn women, you get a 3-minute round of heavyweight fight sex. That's it. 3 minutes. Big motherfucker like me, that's like a marathon. Shit, I'm a sweat, okay? All right, I'm a sweat. And I told everyone, if it's really good, I'll do some push-ups on your ass, boy. I'm gonna lose 5 pounds. Shit, if it's really good. But anyway, we go back and we get in her apartment. This apartment is so plush. And I mean, it's plush. It was so plush, I got a Woody just going in. I wanted to screw the doorknob and get the wall pregnant. That apartment was flush. And we sit down on her couch. We sit down on her couch. And I hate when this happens. Hold on. Okay, so we sit down on our couch, and we're having that nice conversation. And then we get to where it's a sensual, sexual conversation. So now, fellas, yes, you are about to get laid. But you still stay cool. We was gonna go in for the kiss. Hey, we was gonna go in for the kiss. I'm blowing the man coat right now. But we was gonna go in for the kiss. She said, well, let me go put on something more comfortable. Well, why don't you go do that then, girl? Looking like all you can look. And she had Alexis, so she told Alexis, cut the lights down. She played some slow music. Alexis had the mood going, right? We're moving our bodies a little bit, just a little bit. We'll keep a little gap between us though, because I'm still trying not to be the hog I want to be when we get in bed. So she goes in, she says, I'm putting myself comfortable. Why don't you come in the bedroom, get on the bed, get undressed? Yes. Jackpot. Yeah, the dog heard it. Yes. Jackpot, as I bite the mic. So she says, Lexus, turn the lights low. And she puts on my face. I don't care what they say about that motherfucking R. Kelly. He helped me make babies. Right? He helped me make babies. So anyway, yeah, he didn't even get the baby oil going. I'll tell you what, he might as well have had it, pervert. But anyway, so we get there, and the lights are low. I'm on the bed. I'm in my shorts. Right, which is probably, just like I said, it wasn't underwear, because fat people, we wear shorts for underwear. So I'm in my shorts. She comes out, and all I see is a silhouette. I'm like, God, yeah. Men say that to their son. Inside them be like, shit. Like that. We just don't want to scream it out. She gets on the bed, or on her knees. I'm going in for the kiss, and I hold her, and I'm going for the kiss. Fellas, ladies, I felt a poke. Right the fuck there. I felt a fucking poke. I freaked the fuck out. Listen, turn the motherfucking lights on. Listen turns the lights on. I look, this sumbitch sticking out here like that. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I asked you the question, what the fuck are you doing, and what are you doing with that? I thought it was a waste of fucking time. But holy shit, that was a big ass dick. I ain't gay, but that motherfucker hit me right here with it and it hurt. Son of a bitch. I said, you fooled me, you motherfucker. And he went, well, can't we just get along? I said, get along with what? It looked like you already got along with, you son of a bitch. I said, you fooled me. He goes, oh, so I see where we're going to go with this one, huh? I was, oh, now you got them invoice. So we got in a fight. I had to fight him. I had this dignity to this shit. Tired of this shit. Walking around looking good like a woman and all of a sudden, and he's looking good like a woman all the way till they get time to get him naked. He's soft like a woman. He's got titties like a woman. His voice is really talking like a woman until he gets mad. You go, I'll beat your ass. So we fight, and don't think because that's one side of him is a woman, that the other side of him ain't a man. Because that motherfucker came out, we had a good old Texas hoedown. All right, so I finally whooped his ass. I get out there, my fella's like, yeah, man, they just told us about that chim. That's what we call transvestite. And I hope it pisses you off. I gives a fuck. This is, if you don't like the fact that I call you a transvestite, a woman with a dick, you can now ride on what I call my EA dick tour, and I say tour and pleasure. You know, I don't give a damn. I'm tired of everybody beating around the bush. What fucks me up is if you're gay, say you're gay. I had my partner. We all out looking for girls, but he was out there looking for what the girls looking at, then trying to lie about it. Yeah, but he gave himself away one day when the dude decided to leave and he come running down the street. Baby, wait a minute. Oh, damn, that's our homie? That ain't my homie. But anyway, so after I whoop her ass, I go back to my fellas, because they found out. They said, Kev, you whooped her ass or hit her ass or whatever the fuck's ass I did? I said, yeah, I had to get it. He goes, well, why'd you whoop his ass? I said, well, one, he fooled me. My boy said, well, that should be the only reason. I said, no, there's two reasons. One, he fooled me, and the other because his dick was bigger than mine. I thought it was a waste of manhood.
Bitch got famous, big brain with the bitch with brainless. She ain't that cute but stainless. To the head like bitch come up off that. New watch that's me come up off that. AP look at me bitch you lost that. Yeah. Put it in the air bitch I'm everywhere off white 9 7 years that's my favorite year. Bitch you can't compare just a bigger fear diamonds in my ear only God who ever fear.